Today's the day we're going to make jam out of all those wonderful strawberries that we hauled yesterday. First we start cleaning the kitchen, getting everything ready, gathering all of our equipment. We had to borrow my daughter-in-law's kitchen since an RV kitchen is pretty small for this project. We're planning on making a lot of jam. We set a large pot of water on the stove. We're going to use that to sterilize our jars, and another pot to put our rings and our lids in. We like to start off by putting the berries in a bowl and mashing them with a potato masher. We don't want to mash too much because we like big pieces of strawberries in our jam. Here my husband is putting some of the jars in the hot water. We boil them for 10 minutes to make sure they're good and sterile. The lids and rings go in a smaller pot of boiling water. Meanwhile, we measure out 5 cups of berries, 7 cups of sugar, a pat of butter, and a splash of lemon juice. Put that in a pot and put it on the stove. Now I can hear you out there saying, why so much sugar? Trust me, you'll need it. And it won't taste overly sweet like you think. It will take a while to get this to a rolling boil, and a wooden spoon works best, we found, because it doesn't get hot. And you'll need to pretty much stay with it the whole time. After 1 minute of rolling boil, you'll need to add the pectin, and then you boil it for another 1 minute. Now make sure you have the pectin stirred in really well. This was an all-day project, so at lunchtime we had somebody on standby to call for pizza. We put some of our sterilized jars on the countertop and let them dry for a minute. They're still hot, and then you add the jam through a funnel, making sure not to get the lip of the jar too messy. My daughter-in-law didn't wipe this jar, but I would recommend doing all of them with a clean paper towel. And then you add the lids. This is when your little magnet tool comes in handy. And then you add the rings, and you tighten them, but not all the way tight, just kind of finger tight. And then you put them back into the canner. Now if your water in the canner is no longer boiling, you'll need to bring it back to a boil. Lower your jars into the canner, put on the lid, and boil for 10 minutes. My daughter-in-law is removing the jars now and putting them on our towel, but I think we probably should have planned this a little bit better. She shouldn't be carrying them across the kitchen like that. If she dropped one, it could be really dangerous. At the end of the day, we made 47 jars of jam. Quite a haul. Our granddaughter decided she'd make the big sacrifice and do the taste test. You gotta do a taste test.
That's so good.
I think we got her seal of approval.
Want the other one? Good?
Hubby says the jam should rest for 30 days and not really ready for prime time, but I doubt that all the jars will make it that long. This was our daughter-in-law's first chance to can, and she thoroughly enjoyed it, so I think next time we're going to try salsa.